There's sacrifices that come to owning your own business. I have been working 8 to 7 and I haven't seen my son in 4 weeks. To say that, you know what, despite what's going on, I need to keep my doors open because if I don't, families, my customers, my family is not going to be able to provide.
In the beginning, right, you go to a hospital, they kind of have certain guidelines of how to handle these type of things. We did not in supermarkets. We had no idea. We started having to react to things that we had never seen before. My name is Jenny Jorge, and I am a supermarket owner-operator in New York. We still, to this day, cannot keep toilet paper, paper towels, napkins, any disinfectant. We cannot keep it on our shelves.
There was times that we couldn't even get a hold of eggs, and we bought eggs super expensive, and we weren't even putting a margin on it because our goal was to provide the eggs to our community. My name is Nayeli de Jesus.
Hi, my name is Denali de Jesus.
And we're sisters.
And we're supermarket operators in the Bronx, New York.
One of the first steps that we took was make sure we provided face masks to all of our employees. And I know that right now you don't see me and Denali wearing a face mask. We actually took it off for this interview. We give a set of gloves to all of our employees. We also installed sneeze guards in front of all of our registers, and we were able to purchase this really cool face shield. It's plastic, and we were able to provide one to each of our employees because we take the safety of our employees very serious.
One of the main things that you should keep in mind is do not bring your whole family like this is a family trip. Remember that we are not in a normal situation right now, and think that whoever you can leave at home when you come shopping at the supermarket.
One of the biggest differences between us, a small family-owned business, versus a big box stores is the relationship that we establish with our customers. They're like, hey, Denali, how are you? Good morning. You know, they'll call us, look, I can't make it to the store because I'm sick. Can you please collect my groceries and bring them to me? And we know our customers on a one-to-one basis.
We are normally in the lower economic communities, and these communities need a lot of attention that sometimes big chains don't want to give or government doesn't understand. So we've done a lot of work with the NSA, the National Supermarket Association, to try to make sure that our government officials understand the needs of our communities.
An example of that is, WIC. A few years ago, there was a proposed regulation. They were going to take specialty formulas and not allow independent supermarkets to sell them, only big box stores like the Targets and the BJ's. But we're the ones in the inner city. So to have to tell our consumers that they have to go and maybe walk a mile or 2 miles to their closest Target or BJ's, that's outrageous.
We would make these trips up to Albany to try to meet with different government officials, different elected officials, to make sure that they understood what our communities, the communities that we were serving with our independent supermarkets needed, and what we as vendors needed to be able to serve them adequately.
And we overcame that, and we were very successful, and we're selling specialty formulas, and we were able to show, government officials that our customers needed us in the neighborhoods. And that's the beauty of the NSA, that we're able to come together and unite.
When you're the neighborhood store, you can't ignore, the local schools. You can't ignore the local baseball leagues, soccer leagues, all these things that really make a community a community. You have to be there to support these things to make them grow, because if not, who's going to do it?
Every year, we partner up with a clinic in the neighborhood, and we do this big event where we bring in Goya, La Fe, and they bring samplings for all of our customers. We provide free lunch. We had a health screening for diabetes, and we had a vision doctor, because it's an opportunity for an easy screening, and we kind of promote, and it's an incentive for people to actually come in, get some free food, but also, hey, make a quick stop and check yourself.
There are a lot of business struggling right now that need us to visit them once they reopen, to try to support them in some way. Maybe you can't afford it right now because you're out of a job, but maybe you can share a link to their website. Maybe you can post something on your social media that supports these businesses that might be struggling with this pandemic.